Well, here we are headed into springtime, late winter, and a lot of folks have been asking me, how do I get into turkey hunting? How do I get better at turkey hunting? I've been reading a lot of things on social media where people are posting, I've been hunting for 10 years, 15 years, 16 years, never killed a turkey. What am I doing wrong? So I thought I'd do a video on top 5 tips for new turkey hunters. Here we go. Tip number 1, calling. Everybody wants to know about calling. After all, the fun of hunting turkeys is to call turkeys. You don't have to be a great caller. You don't have to be a grand champion caller in order to call in turkeys. But what I suggest is go with a call that's easy to learn and easy to master. For instance, a slate call. I've had this slate call, I hate to even think about it, probably 30, 35 years. The overall name for this would be friction calls because they create sound based on friction. The nice thing about a slate call is it's easy to master. Very simple. Once you get the feel for, hold this like a pencil and just making some yelps, some clucks. Those aren't even good right now. I don't have this brushed up the way it should be, so it's a little slippery. Clucks, and then purrs. Those 3 sounds are enough to call in a turkey. So slate calls are really easy to learn and master. Highly recommend a start there. I don't have one on me, but a box call is another good option where you're just sliding a lid. But they're a little more finicky, I think, than the slate call. I carry a box call, but I would say probably 80% of the birds that I've called in and killed myself or for clients or friends, it's been on a slate or a glass call. And the next call that everybody always wants to learn is, of course, the mouth diaphragm call. These have been around a long time. I remember 40-something years ago when I first started chasing turkeys, getting a Quaker Boy cassette tape. It actually, we didn't have video yet. So it was an audio cassette. I would drive around in my van and I would listen to Dick Kirby teaching you how to use this thing. And then at the end, they had an audio turkey hunt, which was kind of interesting. Diaphragm call, going to take a lot more commitment, a lot more effort, a lot more work to learn, but it does free up your hands. Start the bird in with a slate call, box call, and once they're within a certain distance, you don't want them to see you move, just little clucks to help seal the deal. Locator calls. They'll see a lot of people on YouTube using owl hooters like this one here. You can also do it with your voice. Listening for turkeys to gobble. They also make one that's a little barrel with a thing that you just blow into. I can't tell you how many times I've located turkeys using something simple like that. That's it with your calling. This video is not about how to call, it's just kind of what you need to do to prepare for spring turkey season. Number 2, scouting. Scouting is probably the most important part of getting ready for the spring turkey season. Right now is a perfect time to be out there, walking in the woods, looking for turkey sign, learning the lay of the land. You'll hear people or see people on YouTube talk about woodsmanship. Woodsmanship is understanding how the land lays out and how turkeys want to use it. With practice and time and effort, you will understand these things. So the best thing to do is, starting about a month or so before the season, get out, drive around your hunting areas, listen at first light for turkeys to gobble. Mark them on onX, Spartan Forge. If you don't have those, get a paper map. That's how we used to do it before onX and Spartan Forge. We would take a map and we would mark where the birds were roosted and gobbling in the morning. That doesn't mean you can't go out in the evening and roost birds, but pre-season, that's the best way to do it. Get out in the morning, listen, mark them on your maps, and you'll have a good understanding of where the birds should be roughly when the season opens up. Typically the night before the season opening day, that's when you want to get out and do some evening roosting using your owl hooters. or coyote howls, whatever you want to use to do location. A great time to be scouting for turkeys is while you're shed hunting in the wintertime, because you're learning the lay of the land. Understand that turkeys like to roost on points and side of hills and over creeks and water. And just look for those areas. Look for droppings, look for feathers, look for tracks and scratching in the leaves. Number 3, patience. You've probably heard this 100 times. You've probably read other people say this. Recently on Eastern Turkey Hunters on Facebook, somebody asked, hey, what is the biggest tip that you guys have out there for hunting turkeys? 50% of the people on there said patience. It's a real thing. I remember when I started deciding that I wanted to try and hunt turkeys back in the 80s, and my local bow shop, they had a seminar featuring a guy, I can't remember his name right now, from Quaker Boy. He came and did a turkey hunting seminar, and I was just sitting on the edge of my seat excited about this seminar. The way he started the seminar was this. He said, imagine you're in the woods and the sun is coming up and you hear a turkey gobble. He's on the limb, he's in a tree. You work your way to him about 100, 150 yards. You sit down, give a couple of quiet yelps and he responds, and then you wait, and then you hear him fly down and you give him a couple yelps and a couple clucks, and then the waiting game starts. And of course, I'm sitting on the edge of my seat. Reality is, folks, is that this is a serious game of patience, and you don't want to move because the turkey has really good eyesight, right? It doesn't mean that we're not going to move from place to place. It doesn't mean that we're going to be sitting in a spot and move at the right time. But it does mean that you might sit against a tree or pick a spot, a deadfall, a bank, whatever, start working with this bird, and he's answering you when you're calling to him. And there comes a point in time where you're going to have to go quiet because he's getting inside that bubble, and you just wait. And you wait, and you wait, and you're not moving. And you might have a mosquito in your ear or something. Patience is really important. Early in my turkey hunting endeavor, I would move way too soon. I can't tell you how many times I spooked birds because of my impatience, because they were coming in, just not making a sound. So remember, patience is important. Number 4, know your shotgun. Pretty much everywhere in the United States that you can hunt turkeys, you're going to be limited to using a shotgun or a bow. Right now, I'm going to talk about shotguns. Super important that you know and understand your firearm. What does that mean? You probably already know and understand this, but I'm going to say it anyway. Go out and get a couple different types of shot. Get your shotgun, go to the range, get a turkey target with a head and a neck, sit down at like 25 yards and shoot. Go up, look at the pattern. Make sure the pattern is solid, that it's not spread out all over the place. See how many pellets are hitting the head and neck area. And then go to 40 yards and then 50 yards and then get an idea. Now listen, not every shell or every type of shot is gonna shoot the same in your gun. You gotta figure out what's the best in my shotgun. Back in the day, I could buy a box of turkey rounds, 10 of them for like $5. We're at the point now where we're shooting TSS and they're $65 or $80 for 5 rounds. It's very expensive. The investment up front to understand what your gun is doing is going to pay off in the woods. So it'll get to a point where hopefully you're going to pull your trigger, you're going to shoot 1 round, and you have a dead turkey, and you're not really going to have to worry about it the rest of the season. The following year, getting ready, maybe go out, shoot 1, make sure everything's still good. Last year I added a Burris Fast Fire red dot to my shotgun. I absolutely love it. I swear to God I would never do it. Getting older, eyes aren't as good. Huge difference. You may want to think about going that direction, or just a bead on the gun is just fine. But know your shotgun. Number 5, you may have already saw this one coming, but I'm going to tell you, one of the best things you can do is what you're doing right now. Watch YouTube. If you're at this video and you're watching me at this point, you probably already know the channels I'm going to recommend. Number 1, The Hunting Public. These guys really know what they're doing, have incredible footage. They spend time talking about their strategies. There's even videos on how to call, how to scout, and they've been doing this for quite a while now. Highly recommend them, plus they're pretty entertaining. So check out the Hunting Public. Next on that list would be Shane Simpson. Definitely check out Shane Simpson. The guy is crazy about turkeys and he really knows what he's doing. I really enjoy watching Shane. His videos tend to be on the shorter side, so they're easy to take in, but you'll learn a lot from watching Shane and what he's doing. And he's always willing to put himself out there, you know, with recurves and crazy stuff like that. And, you know, you get an education watching that kind of stuff. Finally, what a lot of people consider the GOAT these days, Dave Owens, Pinhoti Project. Guy's a turkey killing machine and he travels all over. I mean, literally all over. I think at this point, maybe he's killed a turkey in every single state, including Hawaii. Dave's videos are outstanding. He talks a lot about his strategies. His footage is excellent. This year he won the Grand National Turkey Calling Champion at the NWTF National Convention. So the Hunting Public, Shane Simpson, and Dave Owens with Pinhoti Project, those three channels, that's enough to really get you up and running. They're fantastic at what they do. Bonus tip, this is a real big one. Earlier in the video, I mentioned social media. There was a fella on one of the social media channels that actually said, I've been hunting turkey 16 years, never killed one. If I don't do it this year, I quit. So a lot of people were, you know, throwing their 2 cents worth in there. And of course, a lot of people are saying, great, quit. That way there's less competition. I don't really look at things that way. What can that guy do? Well, interestingly enough, on that thread, one fella from his part of the country, because the guy said where he was from, another guy jumped in and said, hey, that's where I'm from. That's where I hunt turkeys. I've been hunting turkeys 37 years. I'm 37 for 37. Love to help you out. Send me a private message and we can get together this spring. So what's the bonus tip? Get a mentor. Somebody who can help you that has a lot of experience. I didn't really have that. I had a couple of people that kind of helped me, but I had to learn it the hard way just by getting out and doing it. A mentor can help you in so many ways. How are you going to find a mentor? Well, as I just mentioned, join a turkey group on Facebook that's kind of in the area that you hunt. That one was Eastern Turkey Hunters Out or something like that. But there's a bunch of them out there. Find one, join it, and don't be afraid to go and say, hey man, I'm new at this and I need help. Can anybody help? Yeah, there's always going to be stupid people saying stupid things, but you may be surprised. Somebody might reach out to you. Another thing you can do is get involved with things like Turkeys for Tomorrow, National Wild Turkey Federation. Go to the banquets. There are going to be lots of experienced turkey hunters at these banquets. And introduce yourself, get to know these guys, maybe volunteer and help out, and somebody will help you out in return. Ask a friend, a family member, maybe you have an uncle that you're not real close to, but you know that that uncle is a great turkey hunter. So you reach out and say, hey uncle, I'm getting into this turkey hunting thing, can you help me? You cannot discount the mentorship. It's going to help you a tremendous amount. Hey guys, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you watching the video. If you found it to be helpful, please like and subscribe below. Also, leave me a comment. Let me know if any of this helped you. If you have any questions, put them down below. If you have any more tips, feel free to share it with other people by putting it in the comments below. Appreciate y'all. Thanks for stopping by. Have a great spring season.